Hi, and welcome to Let's Talk About Real Estate podcast, the podcast for real estate agents absolutely everywhere. I'm Lisa B, and during this podcast, we're going to be talking about everything real estate. What's working, what's not working, AI, automation, technology, Exp Realty, and absolutely everything to do with real estate. I'll have guest speakers as well, where we'll answer your questions from the Facebook group, Let's Talk About Real Estate. So if you haven't joined the Facebook group, make sure you do that now, and we'd be happy to help answering any question. And again, welcome to the show. Welcome to Let's Talk About Real Estate podcast. Bjorn, my special guest, thank you for joining me this morning.
Pleasure to be here, Lisa, and even more exciting today because we're surrounded by the 2024 Rate My Agent of the Year winners, who are all our EXP family. So very exciting day today.
Absolutely. So we've got yourself, Bjorn. We've got Dee Mangion, however, different.
Where you want it.
Yes, however way you want it. James.stacy, Krish Gajera. We've got Leigh Martinuzzi, and the ones that couldn't be with us today is Christy Noble and Rahil Desai. So thank you everyone for joining us this morning. So our main thing that we're going to be talking about today is Rate My Agent Awards. And so Bjorn, can you just explain firstly what Rate My Agent Awards are for those that don't know?
So Rate My Agent is a consumer website which every agent in Australia does not have a choice to be on or not to be on. And it's where clients can review us. So buyers and sellers can go in and leave a review, whether they're satisfied, whether they're dissatisfied, or whether they're over the moon. And they rate us agents and they leave us comments and feedback, which can be seen by the public, which are then used similar to a Google review. For people that are looking at employing a real estate agent for their services. They can do some background information to see if we're any good or not based on the public's opinion.
That's awesome. All right. Reviews are so important for agents and for the consumer so they know who they're getting. And if people are willing to put their reputation on the line for us, I mean, that's a big thing too. So I just want to ask everybody one question, and then if we can kind of keep it short, and then, we're sort of short and concise. So what do awards mean to you? I'll ask you first, Bjorn. What do awards mean to you?
Awards, first and foremost, a recognition of an agent's talent and skill set. The reason why I love the Rate My Agent award, my favorite award is the Exp ICON award because it comes with $21,000 worth of shares. But that all aside, the second highest honor to achieve within the industry is this industry Rate My Agent award, because it's based on customer satisfaction, not on how many sales you've done, not on your highest grossing commission, not on the sale price. It's a fair platform for every agent, regardless of what they transact and where. And it's basically an award to basically rate us on our service levels, which I believe is extremely important.
Awesome. All right, great. Leigh Martinuzzi, what do awards mean to you? And not only Rate My Agent awards, but any awards. What do awards mean to you?
They make me feel really good, first and foremost. Look, you put in a lot of work into what you do, so it's always good to be recognized. I always thought I was one of those people that didn't like recognition, and perhaps it's because I'm an introvert. And when people give you recognition, you get this attention on you, and Bjorn knows me well. I don't really like that. So it is nice to get an award and a little pat on the back. But I think, like Bjorn said, it shows to other people that may be looking to use your services that you are service-oriented. And if you have a really high level of satisfied customers, that says a lot to me as a consumer. So I think that's really important. Obviously, the transactions are important as well, but really to know that other people are giving you good words of recognition, that's important.
Absolutely. Okay, Krish, what do awards mean to you?
Award means I can see that it's like satisfaction from my client, and for me it's like to get more business as well. Because when you have award, whatever you tell to your client doesn't mean, but once they see the award, they can see that you have done the work. Your words sometimes they can't just believe, but award they can believe it, and it's just the opportunity to get more business.
That's right. And it's a scoreboard, isn't it? Like the scoreboard. Yeah. Okay, Dee, what do awards mean to you?
Well, point of view could be a bit different to these guys. I think awards, I've never really been focused on awards. The one, I guess, with Rate My Agent, and since being an EXP, I do like the actual capping, even though that's not an award as such, but it's a goal that comes within that, and then, you know, icon to follow. So that was pretty exciting this year. But Rate My Agent is one I have focused a little bit more on in a different way, I guess, because it does come from your sellers, your clients. And so there's always a mix. And I guess when you are in, like, say, a franchise, and, you know, they have the big awards that go out to everyone, a lot of the high achiever numbers are the ones that will always be there. And I have never been one on huge numbers, but I'm loving my space with the XP and in my community. So my awards with Rate My Agent are for my suburb. And yeah, you know, so that has helped give me recognition because it's 4 years in a row. So this is one that is close to my heart because I love where I live. I love the community, and it comes in from a different angle, I suppose. So yeah.
And like you said, it's good to have goals as well. That's awesome. All right.
Yeah.
Stacey, what do awards mean to you?
Yeah, obviously recognition for the work that we do, or an agent does in the industry. But most importantly, I think it's an award of social proof. That's really what it is. And it's like, you know, I always put it back to a bottle of wine. You go to a bottle shop, you pick up 2 bottles of wine, $22 a bottle. You're looking at 2 Cab Savs. One's got 4 gold awards, one's got none. You're probably more inclined to go with especially if you don't know anything about wine, you just like to drink it. You're probably more inclined to go with the one with 4 gold medals because people that know stuff about wine have obviously awarded them. Now they can be like just a local wine show, but they're still on the bottle. You know, I think that's what's important. So if you had 2 agents side by side, one had a lot of social proof and recognition and one didn't, I think 9 times out of 10, the one that had the awards and the social proof and the you know the gusto, whether they were local awards or international awards behind them, you'd probably be more inclined to go with them if they were on par in every other part of the business.
Absolutely. Social proof is a lot. Okay. So Bjorn, how do you use awards to leverage your success?
Like Leigh Martinuzzi has done on the screen right here next to us. I didn't quickly get organized enough to put my 7 years of my Rate My Agent awards, 7 years consecutive in a row, but Krish Gajera's got an email signature, and it's got a whole load of awards underneath that email signature. And like you say, what james.stacy was saying, social proof, when you're talking to strangers that don't know you, people do business with people they know, people they like, people they trust. Awards bring a very quick and swift recognition of trust. So you can put them on your social media, put them on your Instagram, use them as a Zoom background like we've done now. I have my awards laminated and I take them out to my open inspections and I have them on the table, particularly in my suburb. You know, I don't bring out the whole 7 trophies and my 4 icon trophies and all that because that's just too much. It's overboard. But I do have the laminated awards there, and people come up to me and go, "Oh," and you go, "Yeah, I'm fortunate to have won top 10 agent in South Australia and Gillis Plains Agent of the Year for the 7th consecutive year in a running." Now that's a home seller. That right there basically says, okay, I know who he is, and this guy's trusted. So now all I have to do is become liked, and I've got the business. So like James said, it's social recognition to win business, basically.
Awesome. All right, Leigh, how do you use awards to leverage success?
100% what Bjorn said. So just, you know, putting the awards everywhere. So whether it's an email signature, on your marketing flyers, whatever, just printing it out there and making sure people recognize it. I'm a little bit more humble and I find it hard to sometimes tell people that I'm an award winner. But I think that's really important, and to take that courage to actually say, hey, look, I've been Palmer's Agent of the Year for 5 years running now. You know, without being too egotistical or anything like that, I think it really shows people that, yes, you've got a good track record, and that's a good reason to use you.
There's ego in this fact, though. You know, the fact is that you're, isn't it? So it's not like, you know, you're just telling a fact, really, aren't you?
He's too humble, Lisa. Lee's too humble.
I know. Got to get out there and be proud of what you've achieved. All right, Krish, how do you use awards to leverage?
Yeah, as Bjorn said, I think we can use it in our email signature. Also, I'm using on my auction booklet as well. So when we have an auction, I have a booklet for bidder registration. So I can use it in my auction booklet, as well as I can run an ad on social media for specifically for this one. so that
Yeah.
people can know and they can directly interact with me. So yeah, as much as you can promote your
Awesome. Dee, how do you use awards to leverage your success?
Yeah, pretty much the same as these guys. And I relate to Leigh on this one. I've probably been low key. I'll do the initial thank you, but I do, yeah, I have bits in my signature now. And then I have, you know, put certain amount of, I put all the little icons that we have there on printouts that I send. And so I have probably pushed it more in, not as much as on social media as I should, but I thought after 4th year in a row, I need to get out there and put it out on the socials a bit more.
Absolutely. And I've seen you all posted on Facebook and Instagram and all that as well, which is great too, because they're the people, you know, your personal pages and all that, which is awesome. All right, James, how do you use awards to leverage your success?
Yeah, so for me, it's like the digital space more so than print and whatnot. I do ad campaigns with Rate My Agent. You know, I'm a subscribe to their business as well. My ad campaigns get flooded, you know, 15,000 Google ads a week type thing. So all my awards get promoted through the Port Lincoln. Like, yeah, if you're in Port Lincoln, you'll see my awards and see the recognition that I get through there. So that's how I sort of leverage a little bit. I also put it on every social post that I do, organic or paid, in the text description of my post. So if anyone does read it and not just look at the pictures, they'll see in every time that I'm posting, it's the same message, award winner, award winner, award winner type thing. So I think that's got power in it too.
Absolutely. So if you're promoting a property, you're just putting you know, all your accolades down the bottom. So you can just cut and paste that from a document. You're not, you know, doing that every day.
It's just replicated every time I win something new that's relevant. It goes on there.
Perfect. That's your resume, isn't it? It's like you know, we're for a job every single time a seller looks at us that we're it's our resume. So you're putting everything on your resume, kind of thing.
It's brand recognition and it's repetitious as well. So the more times you can say it, the more people are going to remember it as well. So, you know, they know it's there. The people that have read it before won't read it again. But I think it says, you know, professional advice on your most valuable asset, call James.stacy. And then that's got 5 levels of awards of different awards, realestate.com awards, RESA, and all sorts of things there. So
awesome. Fantastic. Okay. So Rate My Agent is obviously based on reviews. So what do you guys do to keep your clients happy? Bjorn, what do you do to get these reviews?
Just be friendly, be kind, be nice. Do not BS anybody in any way, shape, or form at any point in time, anywhere throughout your business. My motto is keeping it real. I'm not a suit and tie kind of guy, right? When people see me, I look more like a tradesman than I do a real estate agent. But I tell people, look, what you see is what you get with me. I wear my heart on my sleeve. If I don't know something, I tell people I don't know it. If I need to find something out, I find it out immediately and get back to the client straight away. So for me, it's just about doing the things that other agents may not necessarily do. I'll help people at photo shoots, you know, tidy their homes. I've swept driveways before, you know, I've mopped floors before when I've had to. I've mowed a lawn, believe it or not, when I've had to, right? I do things that are not in my job description, that are not my responsibility, that are nothing to do with what a client expects of me. But I do it because if it needs to be done, and no one else is going to do it, I'll step up and get it done because I know it's going to help my client. And it's those little extra things, along with just being a decent, genuine human being and caring about other people and doing everything in their best interest, not for my commission paycheck, not for my pocket, that ends up getting me the outstanding reviews. And the majority of my clients that have sold with me, bought from me, will actually resell with me. And that's a true testament as well, because it's all good to keep one side happy, but to keep both sides happy is sometimes a bit of a juggling act to keep a buyer and a seller both satisfied in your services when you're trying to get the best price. Yeah. And you're also trying to give service to the buyer at the same time.
Awesome. Fantastic. Okay, Leigh, how do you keep your clients happy and how do you get reviews? So we can also expand onto, you know, how do you get the client to actually write your review too, if you like, as well.
Yeah, sure. So muchly what Bjorn said. So just a high level of service to our clients, both buyers and sellers, and treating people like people. Yeah. Don't be a dick, you know, treat people like people and you'll go a long way. And then going above and beyond. I always talk about the dinner party when you're invited to someone's house. You know, a lot of people just sit back and enjoy it, but stand up, offer to wash the dishes, you know, go above and beyond, and people will remember that a lot more than anything else. So I think, you know, doing all those things and in timely manners as well. Sometimes I feel like in our industry, we don't explain things well enough. And it's not because we don't want to, it's because we just think everyone knows. But there's so many people out there, buyers and sellers, that really don't know the process, don't know the full ins and outs. So making sure you're on the phone to them daily, really good communication, helps them feel more comfortable and certain about what's going on as well. So I think that's important. As far as requesting the reviews, it's just asking, yeah. Hey, look, I hope you enjoyed the service. I'd love to ask if you could write me a review. Would that be okay? Can I send you a link? Yeah, sure, no worries. If they forget, then I'm just persistent. So I'll follow up and ask them again. I'll send them an email, a text, something like that with a link. So that's how I do it.
Perfect. All right, Krish. So how do you keep your clients happy and how do you get reviews?
Okay. Look, normally what I'll do is I'll try to satisfy them, and I try to make sure their goals will fulfill, and I try to do as much as I can to fulfill their goals. And once we got the result, I try to get a review as soon as possible. So what I'll do is I'll send them an email request. Also, I send them a text with the link so that they can do a review. And I try to get a review from both, like buyers and sellers, both as well.
Yes.
So that's why I collected more reviews.
Awesome. Fantastic. Okay, Dee, so what do you do to keep your clients happy and how do you get reviews?
Well, I guess it's you go on the feedback. Communication is a big thing for me. So hence I do spend a lot of time on the phone. Yes, quick emails, but I do like still to be talking to people. Mm-hmm. So that seems to be obvious because it comes up in my reviews. Mm-hmm. And a little bit of what everyone said, you know, even when it comes to staging, not everyone's financial to do that because I do have that skill. You know, I'll coach people and sometimes I'm going back and forth doing those little extra things. And I think, yeah, the no BS comes into it. Basically, I haven't really prospected. And so this has been, you know, the reviews have obviously had impact. People see you and then they think, well, they can follow you up and check you there. So there must be something that's coming from it. And yeah, that's it. I think just being yourself, but keeping them informed. Something I do, sorry, my time has gone off. Something also is really, I do put in time to explain the process and what they can expect, particularly about the sales strategy that I might be doing. So the point I'm trying to make with that is they know they have a scenario and know what to expect. Everything is upfront and no surprises later. And thank goodness I deliver what, you know, I say that I'm going to likely do.
Yeah, fantastic. Awesome. James, so what do you do to keep the clients happy and how do you get reviews?
Like for me, Dee just hit the nail on the head with just do what you say you're going to do. That's the most important thing. Just follow through and execute. You know, I just service people to how I would expect to be serviced if I was selling a property. That's probably a pretty high expectation, and that's what I sort of give. I don't push for reviews. I have an automatic feed. I'm sure it's available to everyone. It just gets sent out on my behalf. I don't pick and choose just the good clients. I give everyone the opportunity to make the review. It's just an auto feed from Rate My Agent. So yeah, it's good. And you know, I think I had one 4-star review, and you know, it gets you go, oh, as if it wasn't a 5-star service, but you're like, you know, at the end of the day, 4 stars pretty good still. Like it's good, and the guy's got a great result. And he probably marked me a 4-star. His first contract fell over. I had another contract on the same day his first one fell over. So I was like, it's out of my control. The guy didn't have an exceptional sales experience, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, you did your best, and that's the main thing.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, everyone. This is amazing. Actually, I would love to. What do you think, Bjorn? I would love to have like a bit of a brains trust with these people, maybe once a month or something, and we just have different questions and question and answer like this. I think this is a really good format. What does everyone think? Would everybody like to come on a podcast and we sort of do these things, different questions, maybe from Let's Talk About Real Estate or something, the Facebook group? Would everyone be up for that?
Yeah, it's a great idea.
Yeah.
Just keep
I'm already here.
keep the reminders going and I'll turn up.
I think it'd be great. That was really good. And, for people that haven't got to your stage yet, you guys are all top performers within EXP, all icons and all that sort of stuff, and amazing people, amazing agents. And, I think it just inspires people, like you said, Dee, people have different goals. They'll have whether it's for us, whether it's capping, whether it's icon, whether it's Rate My Agent. And it's just good to listen to other people that have got there. So, you guys are all inspiring.
Yeah, and it can inspire, as you know, Leslie from my team, and the guys met Leslie. I was hoping by her coming, inviting her, that it would motivate her, and I think it has, because Bjorn, we've all been, thanks to Lisa, secretly doing lives.
Yes,
you got the live thing, and when I dropped her off, she was like, oh, I've got to think about videoing my chooks, and I'm thinking, oh my God, already. And, and I said to Lisa myself, I think I would just do normal videos. And then, because I'm still a bit like, oh, I'm not doing a live. So that's my challenge this year.
We've got a little secret squirrel platform where they're practicing. So that's good, where they get their confidence and everything. So that's good.
The thing that made me extremely proud this year, Lisa, was we've been up and running for coming into our 4th year now as EXP, and there were a lot of haters and a lot of doubters when all of us jumped into this. A lot of people laughing at us, telling us it's going to fail. We heard it. We've heard it all before. Now, we've just all proved it, because we've all had the Suburb Award winners with whichever brand we were with beforehand, and we've all come over to EXP, and we've all kept those awards going, kept those wins going. Everybody here on the screen is an icon agent. So everyone on the screen knows that this actually works. Now, in South Australia, in the top 10 agents from the Rate My Agent Awards in South Australia, 3 of those were from South Australia EXP. Myself, James, and Krish. Now, we didn't take out the #1 spot. However, to have 3 from the one brand, we were the only brand up on that screen which had 3 agents from the one branding. Now, that says a lot about the culture, about the collaboration, about the environment that we've created here, especially in the A team at EXP, of which you're our head, to share with everybody what's working for us, because that enables agents that are here on the screen to assist agents that may not have won an award yet. They may not be at the level of which we are, to get to this level a lot faster and a lot quicker within their career. So the environment and platform that EXP has provided us all with has really been hugely beneficial in my viewpoint to helping us get here once again.
Absolutely. So if anybody's listening to this, you want more information about EXP, contact anybody on this screen. They'll be happy to help, and I'll put everybody's details underneath the video as well. But thank you, everyone. But I really would love to make this a regular thing. And, we sort of have different questions and just have a 2-minute, brains trust about how you would handle this situation. I think that'll be heaps of fun. So if everyone's up for that, we'll look out for that. We'll keep doing that. All right. Thank you, everyone. Really, really appreciate your time.
Bye, everyone. See you.
Thanks, everyone. Bye for now.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Let's Talk About Real Estate podcast. We hope you enjoyed the show. If you have a question about real estate, then please join the group on Facebook, also called Let's Talk About Real Estate. For those of you who are interested in EXP, please join us at 10 a.m. Brisbane time every Wednesday morning for EXP Explained. Thank you again for joining us, and don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, and see you next week.